Explain like I'm 5. Why is water clear in small amount but blue in large amount like an ocean? I thought it might be the reflection from the sky, but if that was the case, why does the ocean appears more blue the deeper you go? You can cut a tomato thin enough that the slices are barely red. More like pink and clear. But the thing as a whole is still red. An easy-to-see example is how glass coffee tables are clear but often have green or blue sides. The glass has a slight color, and looking through the pane from the side is the thickest part. If water really has a blue color, then why is the Pacific Ocean green? The more and bigger amounts of water that light has to pass through means more of the light's color is changed by the water. Little water means little change to color. A lot of water means a lot of change to color. The reflection of the sky is part of it. Even brown muddy water will look blue at certain angles because of this. And you can actually see the real color of the water if you wear polarized sunglasses, which can filter out light reflected off the surface. Water is just a bit reflective. But also, as others have said, water does just also happen to be very slightly blue. The same way tinted glass can be green or brown. It's just pretty faint and not obvious until it's a lot of water. Get some blue watercolor paints. Put it on a white piece of paper. Put more watercolor. Is the watercolor a darker shade of blue now? It's the same with water. Just that water is a very, very bright shade of blue. The color blue you're seeing is not the color of the water. It is sunlight being refracted off water. It is the same reason air is clear but the sky is blue. We see color as light reflected off an object. Water doesn't just reflect, but also refracts, changing the wavelength of light as it gains angular momentum. Like the prism on the Pink Floyd record album. As the wavelengths stretch, they blue shift, making the light appear blue. This can be affected by contaminants, as others mentioned. But looking at pure sea ice from an iceberg, you can see a much denser block of water that is much more deep blue, despite having zero impurities. So the top comment is correct-ish, but not complete, or accurate enough for a 5-year-old. What is in the water is what makes it that color. Northern California oceans look green to me. Lots of nutrients. Algae. Zooplankton. Clear tropical water has almost no nutrients. A pond that is clear blue has no life to it. However, if it is completely covered darkened, same may apply, excluding saltwater reefs. Sky is blue due to the wavelength of blue color that deviated then reflected among the 7 types. Colors come from sun and crossing the ozone layer. The water reflect the blue color of the sky. The sky looks blue for the same reason that the sea looks blue, but the air around you looks clear. You're not walking around through a blue gas Smurf farts. A. Adams is not fully correct. Same reason the sky is blue. Dude. Anything clear will look blue if you have enough of it. Open the graphic editing program of your choice. Fill an area with a rich blue and set the layer's opacity to 5. Now duplicate that layer again and again. In my test, a stack of 64 appeared the same as one layer with 96 opacity. Think of it like small amount of water have few water molecules layers, that's why it doesn't reflect blue much. On the other hand, ocean have large amount of layers that help to reflect recognizable blue color. The light from the sun gets absorbed by the water and things that live in the water. When you reach a certain depth, it's all gone. Same reason air is transparent. But not really if you look to the horizon. Or why mirrors reflecting on another mirror recursively will get green. What reverb in a mirror if you put it on the ground facing the sky? You've got your answer, buddy. And the deeper you get, the fewer light will be passing by, giving us the ocean going from sky blue to dark. I think there is a physiological component too. Our eyes are slightly blue biased. I remember reading from a refractory standpoint the sky should look more purple from a purely physics perspective. The blue color was finally attributed how our eyes process color. Water reflects blue light and absorbs red-green. The blue light is reflected into your eyes, while the red-green isn't. In small quantities, not much blue light is being reflected, so you can see through it. In larger quantities, more is being reflected, so it looks blue. It's the same principle with the sky, which is why you can't see through the sky, but you can see through the air in front of you. The ocean reflects the color of the sky. Gray day, gray ocean. Clear blue skies, clear blue ocean.